And it says we are live. It's Thursday night. I'm here. You're beautiful. I need a haircut, and it's time for GotBot Goes live. And we have a ton of news to cover tonight. Of course, I have to get things set up here, as always is the case. Hope you guys have been having a fantastic week as we're heading into yet another weekend, another week gone, man. Like, that's crazy to me. Bear with me here, guys. You know how this goes. Just gotta. Waluigi, hello to you, my friend. Jillian, of course, Starscream wife is in here. Jay, happy to see you. Ben, happy to see you. Steve, happy to see you here. Okay, so I'm going to do the simple thing. I'm going to start off, and I'm going to tell you that I'm your host, your most humble of hosts, Dennis Moulton, a.k.a. GotBot, of course. As always, please like, comment, share, of course, subscribe, and while you're at it, baby. Didn't want to do it nice that time. Hit the subscribe button. Stick around the channel. Have some fun with us. Of course, it helps me out a ton. It lets you know when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Check out Machinery of Man, The Everything Factor, Transformers, Collectors, NL, and the Autobot Family. Transformers versus G.I. Joe versus DC Universe versus Marvel. And, of course, all of my social media links. They're all down in the description below, man. What else can I say? If you want to help the channel, the donate link, and you can check us out on Patreon, see what we offer through Teespring to you. Always new lines going up. To the Hunt is up now. And, of course, you can always hit the join button and become a channel member right here on YouTube. And we have a ton of news. We have an unboxing. This is going to be a fun one tonight. I see you guys talking, chatting up a storm already. Steven, hey, happy to see you. Dude, I made a post on the community tab for you a while ago. You never got back to me. Still got to get back to me, man. Rudy, happy to see you here. What? Candy, chocolate, sweetie, confectionery is on the menu tonight. It's impossible to say. It's whatever's in her snack drawer. She actually has a drawer, and like I'm not supposed to go in this drawer. I'm not allowed in this drawer. It's the snack drawer. Her snack drawer. Caramels. She has caramels tonight. Hey, Ultimate Wolf. I finally finished my SS Devastator. What an ugly beast of a figure. Love it. You know what? I have not experienced any of the Studio Series Devastator limbs. I figured if I started, I had to be in for the whole thing. So maybe I shouldn't start it. But you know what? I'm happy for you, Jay. I know it's been a long time coming. It is quite a beast. Curious, Jay, what do you think of the rumored box set? Just curious since you mentioned it. We live in Canada. They're special caramels. Yeah, Canada's a good place. Hey, Triple R, happy to see you. Dragonfly, hope you're feeling better, buddy. Dragonfly has a pretty bad migraine, he said earlier. Hope you're feeling better, a bit on the mend, or at least relax. We're going to have a good time here tonight, man. Still can't find Overload. Jillian, it's funny you mentioned that. Overload, I saw reports of Overload this week being cited in both the US and Canada. I would venture to say to you, keep your eyes peeled, start going hashtag to the hunt now, because now is going to be your time to find Overload, I think. Let's go down here. You got your cone heads today. That's so funny, Triple R. I see a lot of people getting the cone heads. Mine are ordered, but mine don't have a date until mid-October. And it says that the release date isn't until October 1st. But I'm supposed to get my Prowl and my Ironhide earlier because apparently their release date is September 1st. I don't know. I find that so strange. I guess in the end we'll all get them, but it seems like the dates for those are all over the map, man. But congratulations. I have heard of a QC issue with Dirge where the wings on his legs might not match. There may be a paint color mismatch. So double check yours. Fingers crossed for you, buddy. Dennis doesn't usually eat a candy without permission because it makes... What? What is she saying? Dennis doesn't usually eat my candy without permission because it makes me cranky. And he doesn't want to deal with me while I'm cranky. No, and she gets cranky so easily. There's a reason she's Starscream wife. I think the box set has weather paint, yeah, and comes with skipjack, more movie accurate. Yeah, I think so too, Jay. I mean, you could always get a skipjack if you really want it, but do you really need it? You know, I don't know. Okay, so let's get into a bit of the news here. I have some pickups. Here. We're going to see them later. There's only a couple of them, but we're going to see it a little bit later, baby. Don't worry. I also, for anybody who sees this who is a channel member or a patron, I actually put up a couple of videos this week. One was a first impression of something that's in the box here. And one was for higher tiers. And I've been asked that by, I'll say a select couple of people where they wanted to know my process of going through stop motion, like what's my workflow like. And I done a video on that where I also showed a brief clip of Universal Collision season 2 episode 11 that is going to be up and coming. Sooner or later everybody's going to see it, and all the things that I covered in my workflow I've covered in tutorials piecemeal here and there at different times, but this is more of a deep dive into it. The news and notes. I was asked last week, I don't remember by who I was asked last week, but what I thought about the APC Dark Master, the Transformers Prime Megatron. I knew nothing of it. I've seen it since. Deluxe has a review up. Fingers on Plastic has a review up. Check those out. I think it may very well be the definitive Transformers Prime Megatron. Is it a KO or is it third party? It's definitely based on that Deluxe, I want to say first edition Megatron, but it's upsized, and apparently the transformation is different, and it's definitely colored better with a different fusion cannon. So you know what? I think it's really good. If you're in for it, go for it. I think it's a good buy. What else do we have? The clones and the Seeker 2-pack, both of those have shown up in Canada at Toys R Us. I assumed that was going to be what would happen since it was a Target exclusive in the States. I figured it would be Toys R Us up here, and indeed it is. Nothing here in my neck of the woods, but I am happy to announce that it has come to my attention that there were more Scorponok's and more Sky Lynxes ordered. And I mentioned that last week because I said that the Toys R Us in my neck of the woods apparently wasn't getting any Sky Lynxes. Or Sky Lynx, Sky Lynx I don't know what the plural is, but they might now. Apparently more are ordered. It seems like the channels of distribution of shipping and whatnot are starting to come back to life a little bit. Dr. Wu showed off their Beast Box and Squawk Talk, or their Squawk Box, if you will. It looks fantastic. Goes with Siege Shockwave, reasonably priced, but they also showed off, in conjunction with Mechanic Studios, a color image of their Mohawk. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. I think it works for Mohawk. I really dig it. I absolutely dig it. I think I would like to have that. And they showed off Scalpel from Revenge of the Fallen. So cool. So cool. Azure showed their Starscream statue, the gray prototype of it. It still looks fantastic. I'm going to check in with you guys before I go on here with the news, because there's a ton of it here, and if I do it all, I'm gonna definitely miss stuff here. So as we go up, let's see.
Daniel Hadsock wants to know what you think about Select Poseidon. I think you talked about that. Was that last week?
I did talk about it, and I will actually address that in just a second. Is this the place to complain about the back to school plan? You certainly could. However, in my neck of the woods, I think that things are beginning to improve in that area, because we've actually got some new blood coming into it. Kind of a political thing, but a lot of places, you got some places doing things right, some places not doing things right. Still a couple of weeks here yet before we go back. So I don't know, but I'm hoping for safe measures. I really am hoping for safe measures for everyone. Now, King Poseidon. I think Select's King Poseidon was fantastic. Unfortunately, at the time, I couldn't afford it. I didn't get it. And when I could, it was sold out. However, I do have, thanks to Crimson Raptors, actually, I do have a God Neptune coming, and that will fill my bill for King Poseidon. I'm happy with it. I'm not that connected to the combiner that I need both of them. So God Neptune will be fine. I would love to have a Lob Claw though, just to kind of complete the group. You know, I think it's great because I like Abominus. I thought Abominus was a great combiner. I thought Abominus turned out well. I think that whether you have King Poseidon or Piranha Khan, whatever you want to call him, or God Neptune, or both, I think you've got a pretty solid, interesting, good combiner. Great feet, great hands, great trident sword, man. I think it's great. I really do. If you got it, congratulations. Absolutely. Which one did you like?
Yeah.
What do you mean, which one did you like? There was one that's like pink and teal, and then there's another one that's kind of like white and like a metallic-y blue. I don't know if I still have the image or not, to be honest with you.
It's not a big deal.
Well, do you think you would prefer like a pink and teal type of color, or do you think you would prefer like a mostly white with kind of metallic blue and gold?
Yeah, the second option.
Yeah, probably.
I have to see it.
Yeah, but I
You showing me, but I don't remember.
I don't think you lose either way, to be honest with you. I'm going to be fine with it. If I already had King Poseidon, would I have gotten God Neptune? Probably not. But since I didn't have King Poseidon, God Neptune was right up my alley. Plus, he comes as a box set. Cool. Hey, Kato, happy to see you in here. As we go down here. Everybody getting their cone heads, man. I wish mine would ship. Like, they're ordered and stuff. I might have been the first person to order them on Amazon.ca. Well, at least the cone heads were actually in shipping. Yeah, a lot of people got their cone heads with just a sticker on it, not even in an Amazon shipping box. Hey, kind of lazy, man. I'm just saying. What about if it was wet or if somebody saw it? Like, what a way to have it stolen, you know? I really don't agree with that. Hey, David, happy to see you in here as always, my friend. Razor Bear is a gentleman and a champ as always, our super chat super fan, and I appreciate him to the nth degree. Robert, happy to see you in here. I'm doing all right, man. You know, I'm surviving, baby. I'm building the Simpsons house in my Xbox 360 crib. Interesting. Scored Rotor Storm from Dorkside Toys. Good. Excellent mold. Totally in for it. Totally in for it. What do you think of the first GotBot that disguised himself as a Decepticon bug bite being released? Whatever. I'm in for it because I don't have a bug bite, but I think that's the only version of that mold I'm in for. And I've talked about it before. I don't know another version of bug bite really to get, so I'm in for it. And Rotor Storm. Don't think I'm really in for Tiger Track. I don't know. We'll see as time goes on. But Rotor Storm, bug bite, I'm in for. Am I really excited about it? No. Well, yes, because I don't have the character, but it's exactly what I expected it was going to be. You know, it was a reuse with the Bumblebee head. I thought it was going to be the Bumblebee mold, not the Cliff Jumper mold, so that surprised me. In vehicle mode, I think it looks a lot like Run Amok. However, that being said, he's not a Decepticon. He actually has the mercenary logo on him, so he's actually a mercenary. I don't know, he could hang out with Exhaust, maybe, sort of, kind of. I think the mercenaries, I hope the mercenaries are going to have a real role in Earthrise, be something special. So yeah, I guess I'm in for it. You know, I guess I dig it for what it is. Got my Rung and Slitherfang. I like both of those. Also got your Spy Patrol 4-pack. I just reviewed that on Monday. So happy when people get that because it became difficult to get. So if you got it, Jay, I'm really happy for you, man. God Neptune is just 2 months away. I'm so hyped. Me too. Transformers 2002. I cannot wait. It's like the last combiner holdout. And I do have, as somebody who has an ongoing series, it's part of Universal Collision, I do have a plan for him, so I am excited. Absolutely. I need both King Poseidon and God Neptune. Leave it to Triple R. I don't mind you, Triple R. You want 500 Seekers too. I don't mind you, buddy. You have King Poseidon though, don't you, Triple R? I think so. I thought you did. Hope you're doing well. Just got my Spy Patrol Force pack. Excellent. We go down here. Man, I missed a whole bunch here. Finally ordered the KO MP. Oh yeah, the KO tapes, David. You know what? They got a reputation actually for being quite well done. I think you're going to be happy with them, man. Just got hubcap. Showed up today too. Kato, man, you're having some luck with things just showing up. You know, the cone heads and skylinks, and then now hubcap showing up. Let's see. I want Bug Bite just for the purple gun. Yeah, you know what? I kind of like his purple accessories too. Honestly, I'm with you there. Can't wait for Sunday for Skywarp and Thundercracker. Is that when they're supposed to arrive or something, Blue? There's a video on Transformers Slag podcast talking about why they were packed that way. I don't know why they were packed that way. I never heard anything about it. GoBots could cross over in Transformers theoretically, because Hasbro does own the rights to the like intellectual property or whatever, but the plastic apparently is still owned, I think, by like Bandai or something like that. So will we actually see it? I don't think so, but we may see stuff that's like inspired by possibly one day. But I think they would have to find like a workaround, kind of like years ago with Skyfire and Jetfire, you know? Oh, you meant September. See, Dragonfly to the hunt. He knows it. And that's where I got the stuff. Well, one of the things in the box came from me going explicitly to the hunt. Hey, Input. Happy to see you in here. You're not that late, buddy. We're just going through the news. We still have a ton of it to go. Going to have a hard time getting the rest of the cassettes. Need Patrol 1 and 2. Oh, good luck, man. I think you're going to have to resort to getting them online. That's the only way you're going to get them. I don't think you're going to get them in stores now. Not unless you're real lucky. I wouldn't know anything about that, Ronus, about Megatron fighting a GoBot in the gladiatorial ring. I can't, you know me, I can't read it. Waiting on Sunstreaker and Bumblebee. I'm waiting on Sunstreaker and Trailbreaker and Run Amok and Fast Track. Just don't mind me. Don't mind me. Okay, so going on with the news here. Generation Selects G2 Megatron, which is a reuse of the Earthrise mold, was shown in a video review, and the video has since been put private. My guess is it was not supposed to be made public yet. That Kevin guy, I can't remember his last name. He apparently like gets things early. I don't know how he worked that scam out, but he put up the review. I'm sure it was supposed to stay private. I suggest to you that we're going to see the G2 Megatron as one of these Tuesday reveals, probably next week. I get the head now. I get the head on the Earthrise mold. It's the G2 head. I totally get it now. If you're in for a G2 version of Megatron, with that glorious, gaudy purple and green camo and a purple fusion cannon, you're covered. You're covered, and he will totally fit the bill. I wonder how long it'll take before somebody comes up with a means to mount the fusion cannon, not on his arm, but on his shoulder. I bet you that'll happen sooner than later if somebody hasn't already figured out a way to do it. Let's see. Overload, I already mentioned, has been cited at U.S. and Canadian retail. We had a bunch of leaks, I'll call it, come from Target listings earlier the week, and I'm going to kind of run through those, and some of them we're going to talk about just a little bit in a little more detail. But MP Bumblebee for $79.99 US. I'm Camaro Bumblebee, but it doesn't say MPM Bumblebee. It just says MP Bumblebee, so I'm not sure what that's going to be. Studio Series Slag and Daniel are in the system. Apparently that's going to be leader class. I have the Black Mamba Dinobots. I'm good. I'm not even interested, but I know that people will be. Earthrise Runabout, but it's probably Kingdom Runabout from Run Amok. Makes sense. I think we all knew that was going to be coming. I absolutely love it. Thrust, Thrust, Blur, Cop, Jazz, Astro Train, all in there, but it's not clear if they're War for Cybertron or if they're Studio Series, because all of them appeared in the 86 movie. They could be all part of that 86 line. We could get a Thrust as not part, even though we have the 2-pack with Dirge and Ramjet, Thrust could conceivably be Studio Series. Cop, Blur, Jazz, all of them were in the movies. All of them. It'd have to be something special to beat the RTS Jazz. As far as Cup and Blur go, I like my Titans Return, but we'll see what they could come up with because I'm open to them being replaced. Astro Train is the one that gets me. I'm very curious to see what happens with that. Because is it just going to be Astro Train repackaged again? Are we going to get something of a proper size? I don't know. I find that one very interesting. There were 2 more listings, but it wasn't explained exactly what they were. We also saw a listing there for Gigawatt, as well as Jolt, Dino, Sideswipe, B, Grimlock. All of those, I believe, are Studio Series. The Sideswipe has my attention. I don't know if it's a movie Sideswipe or if it's going to be like an 86 movie Sideswipe. We shall see. Studio Series and Kingdom Starscream, 2 Starscreams. I find that very interesting. 2 Starscreams. One is going to be Kingdom. One is going to be Studio Series. We got the Siege Tetrajet. Then we just got the Earthrise one. I'm very, very curious to see what these 2 different Starscreams will be. Voyager, Scourge, Hot Rod, and Cyclonus were kind of there together, and we sort of saw Cyclonus. Now, what's interesting is this Scourge, Hot Rod, and Cyclonus, are they in Kingdom or are they in Studio Series? It seems like Studio Series, but that would be very strange. I think I would be in for potentially all of them. We'll see. We'll see, though, how that pans out. Primal as a Prime as a Voyager, but then I think it's supposed to be Primal. So I think we're getting a Voyager Optimus Primal and a Voyager Inferno, but it's not clear if it's G1 Inferno or if it's Beast Wars Inferno. So I'm very curious about that. Core Class was introduced. We don't really know what that is, but all signs, and I'll talk about this a little bit later, all signs point to Core Class potentially being something like Legends Class was in the past, or Scout Class maybe. The Bug Bite we already talked about. I'm happy to be able to say that after seeing it in package and whatnot, that the upcoming Blue Streak, despite what the renders showed, where he had the same head as Smokescreen, will not have the same head as Smokescreen. He'll actually have the same head as Prowl, which makes sense. He should have the same head as Prowl. So I absolutely, positively dig that. Okay, I'm going to check in with you guys again before I go on with the last little bit of news there, and we get into the unboxing, man. Let's see what you guys had to say about all of this. How far up do I have to go here, dude? Up to about here, I think. Does anyone have info on SS Overlord and BBTS? I certainly wouldn't. I want more than 500 Seekers. I absolutely believe that, Triple R. I absolutely believe that. Maybe Hasbro will release a Transformers crossover Simpsons car. I wouldn't hold my breath for it. Not anytime soon, Robert. Nice try, though. What is tomorrow's top 10? Tomorrow's top 10 is going to be the top 10 wildest and wackiest color schemes. And so many people, it's like people don't understand the concept of voting. I don't know if they're dense or if they don't read posts, or I don't know. But so many people just said anything G2. No, that's not how voting works. It's a wild and wacky Transformers color on a Transformers character. You had to say character names, specific names. That's a whole line. And I'm going to tell you now, G2 most certainly did not take all 10 slots. The voting was very, very interesting. So it's going to be a little bit different too, because normally I always have the plastic iteration of this, but for a lot of these, I don't. So I'm actually going to, because this is a very visual countdown, I'm actually going to make sure to have some images thrown in there of the ones that made it, at least the ones that made it on the main list. Very interesting how the voting went, though. Absolutely interesting how that went. Got my overload yesterday from Forbidden Planet. Congratulations. Let's see. Patrol 1 comes with oh yeah, Patrol 1 does come with Netflix Soundwave, right? Triple R. Good point, man. Donut Eater. I like that. What would the Simpsons Transformers car be called? Donut Eater. I get that. It could be called like that gurgling drool thing that Homer does. It could be called that. I didn't want the Earthrise Megs until I saw the G2 colors. I figured input that the G2 colors would be right up your alley. Right up your alley. Yeah, I got my Trailbreaker and my Sunstreaker pre-ordered already. Can we get a repaint of Earthrise Prime to his G2 colors with the black trailer? You know what? You're not the first person, actually, Transformers 2002, to suggest that. And I'm kind of on board with it. I think that's a good idea. Why not? Sounds like you broke, what? An NDA? I don't know what that is. Okay. Non-disclosure agreement. I got you. I don't know who broke it, but whatever. Oh yeah, he broke an NDA. Oh, I got you. I know exactly what you're talking about now, Sovereign. Yeah, I'd say he did break an NDA. Talking about Kevin, I assume. Absolutely. I'm sure it was an honest mistake, but it's probably not going to help his relationship with them going forward. Hey, Dinosaur Planet, happy to see you. I seen the Quint 5-pack on eBay for $159 US. Pretty sure it was stolen. I'm pretty sure it is too. Wouldn't mind an Earthrise Astro Train. Well, we have an Earthrise Astro Train. It's the Siege one, got re-released. So there is an Earthrise Astro Train. But if you mean a new mold, maybe. My Astro Train is still over there, but I think I'm gonna get rid of it somehow, some way. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just a nerd with a camera. Well, Hasbro make a Transformers crossover Simpsons? No, Robert. I'm going to say they're not. Maybe they will, but I'm not going to hold my breath for it. Do you think Cup Hot Rod will come to Kingdom? I think they're going to be Studio Series. I don't think they're going to come to Kingdom. Since we got RC, Ultra Magnus, and Springer from the movie, I see your logic. Because we got Springer, Magnus, and RC, I see your logic with like Coupler and Hot Rod, but I feel like they're going to be part of that 86 line Studio Series for right or wrong, which is exactly what I don't like. I don't like that they're crossing over lines like that. It's going to be different aesthetics and stuff. I don't like that. Kingdom SS may be Ghost SS. Oh, it could be. Kingdom Starscream could very well be Ghost Starscream, or it could be like an all grayed out Starscream with his coronation stuff. Just after he gets blasted by Galvatron, hasn't crumbled yet. Coronation, Ghost, or Unicron. I don't see why it would be Unicron trilogy. We got in Generations. We got a Armada Starscream, and I can't speak for anywhere else, but he peg-warmed here like nobody's business, which is too bad because it's a great mold. We have it here, and we have it as G-Axis. I love it. Starscream's Ghost, yeah, it could be. I could totally see that. Springer does have a wild color scheme. You're right. Did you vote for him when the voting was open? I gotta go up here. Honestly, I feel like they are redoing the same characters way too many times. Yeah, I agree. They are redoing the same characters too many times, which is exactly why I jump on the opportunity when there's new characters. Even if it's not necessarily the best representation of them, but if it's a new character that's not proven, they're not going to put a super amount of resources in it. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit too. Kind of curious if we're going to see a Hot Rod in this line. I don't think so. I think that's going to be reserved. Actually, I know it says Voyager Hot Rod. I think it's going to be Voyager Rodimus in Studio Series. We could get a Hot Rod. I still like Titans Return Hot Rod, but, what do you want? Where's the clear plastic Tetrajet Ghost Starscream? Deluxe would love that. Astro Train gets bashed a lot. for the back half on the shuttle and the train mode is a little wonky in the front. I just don't like the size. It's far too small. My answer to the question about that answers my question about Hot Rod. Don't think I'm going to be interested in any of the Beast Wars line. Oh, I absolutely am. Cannot wait. Springer does have a wild scheme. Are you going to do a video with all the Siege, Earthrise, and Kingdom toys that turn into bases? Like, it's funny you mentioned that. All I'm going to say to you at this point, Rona, says, stay tuned. That's all I'm going to say to you. I see Bug Bite as a Shattered Glass Bumblebee. I could see the logic of that. Analog Ninja, of course, one of our Super Chat super fans as well. Always appreciate it, buddy. Sorry I wasn't talking that much. I just went, that's fine, man. You go eat dinner. You live your life, man. Give me Kingdom Injector. Interesting. Ben says, I'm going to be completely honest about Kingdom. As we are talking about it a lot, I really want a completely original and wacky character like a new Fuse or, oh, that would be interesting. And they might. I would totally be in for that, actually. I haven't watched The Simpsons in a long time, but I used to. Yeah, Homer is probably my favorite too. I would love to have an armadillo in Kingdom. I could get behind that, actually. I don't think it's going to happen. I think they're going to stick to the main cast that people recognize, test the waters with the well-known characters first, but maybe eventually. I am so in on a Beast Wars line. I gotta see them before. Yeah, me too. I think I'm in for it, but let's see what they actually offer first. I don't think I'm going to get any of the Kingdom figures. That's fine, Jillian. But see, here's the thing. Everybody complains and says, oh, they do G1 too much. Well, now they're venturing into Beast Wars. Forget about Unicron Trilogy. They're venturing into Beast Wars, which is the next age cohort that would be reaching adulthood. And already we've had at least 5 people here say, I'm not getting anything in Kingdom. Okay, well then don't complain about G1. If you're not buying the other characters that they're offering, if you're not going to buy the Beast Wars characters, which is the next thing, then don't complain about G1 because that's the order it's going to follow. Eventually, they'll move from Beast Wars, and by then, those who grew up on Unicron Trilogy are going to be primed for the majority of the market. Everything is cyclical. Right now, we're going to Beast Wars, and I, for one, couldn't be happier because it is something outside of G1. I'm not going to complain about it. Again, we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Thanks, Jonas. I try to all the time, my friend. I think they look good. I might get them. Make a new Jazz. If they make a new Jazz, will I get it? Depends. I got the RTS for $3. It'd have to be something special to get me to replace the RTS. Transmutate. I would love a new Transmutate. No, I don't think it's going to be a Battle Master. I think Transmutate is going to be a Core Master if we get it at all. I think Transmutate is going to be a Core Master, but I would totally be aiming for that, Steven. Or Steve, sorry. Impactor has a wild color scheme. Did you vote for Impactor? The voting goes Monday to Wednesday, guys. Stay tuned and you'll see tomorrow who got there. I got Grease Pit. I love Grease Pit. I want Kingdom double couples, Black Arachne and Silver Bolt. I like that idea. They could sell that for like a leader price point, and I think I'd be in for it. You got Grease Pit from EB Games? Really? Interesting. In store? Or did you order it? Analog Ninja? Very interesting. I love G1 Transformers all the way. So do I. But I'm not a Unicron Trilogy fan. Outside of that, I love pretty much everything. Like eventually the retro will be like RID 2015. Imagine those days. I'll be in a home by then. Would be great. However, Hasbro would probably not do that. I can't wait for Kingdom. The only Kingdom beasts I plan on getting are the Fembots. Interesting. I hate to see a combo Waspinator Starscream mix would be kind of cool. People are saying the King Starscream might be a Waspinator crossover. I guess it could be. Maybe. I don't think so. I think that's a very loose idea that the Kingdom Starscream is going to be a crossover with Waspinator. Could be, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. They did say there is going to be a leader Galvatron. I've never heard that, Jillian. Interesting. EB Games has it online. Put them up today. Interesting. If the Dinobots show up in Kingdom, I might grab it. Dinobots are going to show up in Studio Series. I don't think they're not going to show up in Kingdom. They're so far Grimlock and Slag are confirmed. Grimlock comes with Wheelie, and Slag is going to come with Daniel. I assume they're going to be just little like globs that don't transform. I love Exhaust. I would tell anybody to get him. Hey, Jorge. Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. Ben just asked Triple R, why only the Fembots? Want to see if they make a Megatron in Kingdom because the masterpiece is so. Stay tuned, Jillian. Stay tuned. Hey, Grimlock Gun, happy to see you. Okay, so just before I came on here, and I mean about 5 minutes before I came on here, I got the last two pieces of news. One, we saw some in-hand images of the Studio Series Cliff Jumper. The car mode looks like the car mode of Fall of Cybertron. Sideswipe, the robot mode looks fine, I guess. I kind of like his feet. As weird as that is, I kind of like his feet. Then we had a bunch of listings from Walmart that really honed in on some like Beast Wars classics for the 25th anniversary in 2021, which is right about the time that Kingdom will be coming out. Remember, Kingdom is coming out at Beast Wars 25th anniversary. Remember Thrilling 30 for G1? Well, we're at the 25th anniversary for Beast Wars. Heck, remember the 25th anniversary for G1. And apparently in the Walmart system, as part of Kingdom, there's a deluxe Cheetor, a deluxe Black Arachnia, a core class Rat Trap, which makes me think that that might be like a Scout class size, maybe a smaller Rat Trap. I have the deluxe Generations Rat Trap. I don't know if I'm going to replace it or not. I guess we'll see, because I don't mind that Rat Trap, to be honest with you. So a Black Arachnia and a Cheetor. I might be in for the Black Arachnia. I'll have to see about the Cheetor, because here's the thing. The original Cheetor is great. Then they done the Classics Cheetor, and I think we all know that that's not that good. So I'm going to hold off and see. Warpath is in the system. If you want a new Warpath, to me, it would have to be something super special to replace the Generations Warpath, the deluxe one. This one is strange. Core class Optimus Prime? I don't get that. That one kind of blows me away and surprises me. Then we have other listings for core class Voyager and Leader, but no name is actually given. Optimus Prime in Kingdom packaging. Like, I think the Earthrise Optimus will be re-released in Kingdom packaging. Here's the thing. It said Optimus Prime PR. The PR means package reissue, apparently. Much like they did with Astro Train. I think they're going to do the same thing with Earthrise Optimus Prime. Could be wrong about that, but that's what I'm guessing. We are apparently getting a Voyager Cyclonus. I do not know. Earlier, I talked about Cyclonus in conjunction with a Voyager Scourge and a Voyager Hot Rod, and I said I think they might be Studio Series. I don't know, though, because apparently there is a Kingdom Cyclonus. Are we getting two Cyclonuses, or was that the same listing? I don't know. A Voyager Optimus Primal and, Jillian, to your point, confirmed in the Walmart systems, is Leader Class Beast Wars T-Rex Megatron. Yes. I can guarantee you I am in for that 100 billion trillion zillion %. I love that character so much. So much. And he has become such a central part of Universal Collision that in going forward, he is most definitely going to have an interesting life to lead. People, like, if you're not on board with Beast Wars, I feel bad for you. I can't wait. I really can't wait. I would like to see. There are things I don't think necessarily need to be updated. Like, I don't need a new Tarantulas. Some people do. I do think a new Pterosaur would be phenomenal. I'm okay with my Scorponok, my custom Scorponok I did, but I think a lot of people would like a new one. Cool. Could we get some transmetals? I don't think we're going to get them in Kingdom. But here's the thing. I think if Kingdom does well, that whatever follows the War for Cybertron trilogy, I think will see a progression of Beast Wars characters. Ones that weren't necessarily on the show, but that people would be tied to and say, I had that as a kid. Transmetals, Fusors, I think all of that can follow if, and I think only if, Kingdom does well. So all the people saying, I'm not buying any of that, I don't think you're helping the cause, because what will they do? They're a business. They want to make money. If it doesn't sell, they're going to automatically revert to what does sell. Optimus Prime and Bumblebee. That's what they'll revert to. I would love to see this succeed. I would love to see at least one of the new movie projects coming out be a Beast Wars movie project to reinvigorate Beast Wars. It will go through its span of nostalgia. And then, mark my words, when people are kind of like, I'm tired of Beast Wars, Unicron Trilogy will be next. Mark my words. I stand by that. Long prediction, man. Long prediction. I don't like feet. Actually, I detest feet, Steve, but I like the feet on Studio Series Cliffjumper or his boots. I like his boots. There you go. I like his boots. Why? This is my real life, folks. Right? Remember, I like last week I said we had stories, and I went through the whole Jazz thing where he was thrown in the sewer and stuff. And now, here on the live show, only on the live show, I had a foot on my shoulder. Yep, that's what happened. Thanks, Steve. I blame that one on you, buddy. I have a Lego 2018 Dodge Charger. Cool if you could put it together. I would be forever doing it. I can overlook the wonky scale with the fembots because I love fembots in general. I'm not sure what you mean by wonky scale, but okay. Cliffjumper is a super retool of Jeep Bumblebee. It is a super retool of Jeep Bumblebee. You're right, Jay. Absolutely, 100%. Did you see the 3D upgrade kit bag rumor for Earthrise Optimus Prime? It cleans up the backside of. I didn't know the backside had to be cleaned up. Dragonfly. I don't have a problem with Earthrise Optimus Prime. So. No, maybe. I don't know. I don't know which 3D kit you're talking about. I thought the Studio Series Cliffjumper would have a huge rocket in the back of his car mode. I don't know why I thought that. I don't know why you thought it either. I have a set picked up. Okay. Yeah, maximize awesomeness. Absolutely. Hey, here's Mike, the guy who had his jazz in the sewer. Have to watch tonight. Busy. That's fine, man. I'm just glad that you came by and said hi. Core Class Prime is just a lower price point. It is a lower price point, but I think Core Class is actually going to be a smaller class. So why would there be a small Prime? I don't think it's just a simpler Prime. I think it's actually a smaller Prime, Steve. I hope they do Tarantulas. Beast Wars Inferno. I like the original Inferno, but I think I'd be in for an update there too, actually. You're right, they haven't been done. Now, the only reason I say I don't need new Tarantulas is because I have the 10th anniversary Tarantulas, and I feel like that's perfect for my take on the character. But that's why I said, like, some people would definitely want an update on them. Let's see. Could be Optimus Minor. Could be Optimus Minor, Ben. Possibly. Stranger things have happened, man. Wow, that just jumped way down there. The core Optimus Prime is his spark, maybe, and goes with Optimus Prime. Well, it could be. I hope he's bigger. I hope it's bigger. My masterpiece Optimus Prime and Cheetor. That Voyager Cyclonus is a redone classics. So it will be like the Voyager Seekers of Earthrise. You're probably right, Event Progenitor. And if that's the case, cool. I'm all right with that, I think. Yeah, Pterosaur for sure. Finish your Simpsons house today. Man, you must spend a lot of time getting this stuff put together, man. I think Cyclonus is going to Kingdom. You might be right. He might be going to Kingdom. Let's see. I haven't heard anything about Power Glide. I just heard about Warpath yet. Wow. Guys, Grimlock Gone as of the 19th. The 19th was 5 years cancer free. That's the sort of good news that we like to hear here. That's the good news we like to hear around these parts, because you can never have too many Optimus Primes and Bumblebees. Apparently, I can have too many Optimus. Well, here's the thing. I have Earthrise Optimus. I'm done. You're not going to do a more definitive Prime. I'm done. I'm out, man. Story time for the win. Your story time was great last week. I want to give Black Arachnia and Silverbolt to my friend and her boyfriend when they get married. That'd be really nice, man. Starscream wife is funny when she is with you. Apparently, you're funny when you're with me. Hey, lady.
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay, well, you didn't respond.
I read it earlier.
Oh, this is the way we live our life this is our real life that we live every day.
How we don't have a show, I don't know.
What?
I said, how we don't have a show, I still don't know.
Yeah, we should absolutely have a show on TV. I think we'd do gangbusters in the ratings.
Oh, I think only 4 people would watch it, but I still think we should.
No, man, we would do gangbusters in the ratings. You give fools a camera, and the world loves to watch it, man. By the way, apparently they're working on season 2 of Tiger King. I'm totally in for it. I want to see the Beast Wars series, but I forgot the rest of the headmasters and other oddballs that we are missing. Oh yeah, what is the food topic today? Food topic? I don't think there is a food topic today, but I get what you're saying though about all of the missed characters and whatnot. I'm with you there. Let's see. By the way, we haven't done the trivia yet. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I'll have to check it out. Dragonfly. Hold on. Dragonfly sent me a link. Apparently, Dragonfly sent me a link. We're gonna see what he's talking about. I did not ever see this before. No. I guess it's cool. I'm fine with the back of them being the way it is, but if you want it, I mean, go for it. It's a little eBay thing. I don't know. It's kind of cool, I guess. I see the point for it if somebody wants it, right? Let's see. After the Unicron trilogy phase, as it is bound to happen, I'm hoping. Yeah, and I agree, Ben. After the Unicron trilogy phase, I totally suspect that we will have a huge resurgence of Transformers Prime. Absolutely, and I can't wait for that day either. Hey, Crimson, happy to see you. G1 has overstayed its welcome. Time to move on. I kind of agree with you, Razor Bear, to be honest with you. Core Class is like Battle Masters, Micro Masters price point. It is that price point, but I think it's going to be more like Legends, like we had. But you're right, Crimson. It is definitely going to be that price point because we're getting a Core Class Rat Trap. Rat Trap's not going to be a Micro Master. It's not going to be a Battle Master. He's going to be Rat Trap in some form or fashion. I think it's going to be like the return of Legends, basically. I would get an army of Infernos. Oh, that'd be creepy. Fun fact, I have a real phobia of ants because when I was 4, I stood in an ant patch and they engulfed me. So I don't like ants, especially fire ants. In order to scale with Siege and Earthrise, Beast Wars characters should be... Oh, Triple R, you can't worry about that. They're not going to scale with those, man. Don't worry about that stuff. I missed out on a lot of the G1. So I get what you're saying, though, Triple R. I missed out on a lot of the G1 stuff. It is the only thing that I can relate to. The Beast Wars and all the other stuff I never followed as I felt I outgrew Transformers. Well, that was your mistake to say that you outgrew Transformers. Go back, get Beast Wars, watch it all. Watch it all of it, including Beast Machines, because I don't care what anybody says, Beast Machines is season 4 of Beast Wars. Do it. You'll thank yourself. I think the Prime and Kingdom is probably the Bat Prime. It could be the Bat Prime. Maybe Autobot Inferno becomes Predacon Inferno. Ooh, that'd be an interesting twist. Go down here. What's my favorite Simpsons episode? No idea. No idea. Look, when The Simpsons came out, I was 10. I'm 42. That's how long that show's been on. I don't know, Robert. And I haven't watched it in a decade. I army build with Beast Wars Inferno, as Megatron will need earplugs when he says my queen. Really would. Hey, chicken fried steak, my favorite name. And I'm kind of getting down here now because I want to get to the unboxing and stuff, right? Fun fact, I was going to get the Kingdom Warpath until I heard it was going to be small, like ERB and Cliff. Well, it's going to be small because he's a mini-bot. It makes sense. I have not replaced my deluxe Warpath because, as far as I'm concerned, that's perfection. That is a perfect transformer. Perfect. So I don't see a need to replace it. 42 is the answer to life and everything, apparently. Okay, let's do some trivia. Let's do some trivia, boys and girls. What do you say? Let's do a bit of trivia. Trivia time. This one's a good one. I like this one. You listening to the trivia?
No, what? No. Okay, I'm listening now.
Are you ready for the trivia?
I'm sorry, I'm on my phone.
Okay, are you ready for the trivia?
Yes.
Okay. We all know that Megatron was and is very powerful and transforms into a powerful firearm in his G1 alt mode. In other words, he turns into a gun. He had to be wielded by someone else. Usually it was an underling like Starscream or Soundwave or Skywarp. But sometimes there were others who held Megatron and fired him. So, who below never held Megatron? A, Optimus Prime, B, Spike, C, Starscream, or D, Cliffjumper? Who never held Megatron? Optimus, Spike, Starscream, or Cliffjumper? Jillian says B.
I'm going to say Cliffjumper.
Analog Ninja says D. Input said answer is C before I even said it, I bet. Pulling the Kato. Cliffjumper, D. Yeah, you guys are all right. Hey, John. Happy to see you, by the way. Yeah, the answer is, of course, Cliffjumper.
Okay. So I scienced this one.
You scienced?
Yeah, I scienced. Because I don't know what I'm doing, but it made sense to me. Because Starscream obviously helped.
Yes.
So that one was just like a no.
Yes.
And then there was Optimus and Spike and Cliffjumper.
Yeah.
But if maybe somehow Spike like picked him up or something, Optimus would probably take him from him. And then they both would have touched him.
It was yeah, right. I mean, you scienced it well. She scienced it well.
That was my reasoning.
Yeah.
And so then the leftover person was Cliffjumper.
Rudy says, do you mean held as in he needs a hug? I think we all know that Megatron never got enough hugs. That's not what I meant, but I like that. Poor Cliffjumper. Held him in Spike held him in Autobot Spike. Oh, right. Yeah. When Spike was an Autobot. That was a weird episode. Best episode is a Family Guy. What? Best episode is Family Guy Simpsons crossover. There you go, Robert. Okay. So we do have one thing left. And it's this. It's this. Box here. By the way, I'll tell you now, still no double dealer in my neck of the woods yet, but I'm hoping that he shows up. He has been spotted at both EB Games and at Walmart in Canada. Please let him show up here sooner rather than later. What kind of Spike is Autobot Spike, though? Crimson, you're splitting hairs. Give it up. Did you know Optimus Prime is Jewish, according to Family Guy? Yes, I did know that. GotBot, you can watch The Simpsons. Yes, I'm sure I can, Robert, but I need the time to watch TV, and I don't usually get it. When I do get free time, I tend to spend it with Starscream wife. So I doubt I'm going to go back and watch 10 seasons of The Simpsons that I've missed. Okay, so first thing in this box, I actually already have this out of package because I got excited about it. I seen Simpsons years. Yeah. No, happy wife, happy life. No, nuts to that. Just because she's happy, I could be miserable. Here we usually say happy spouse, happy house. Do the best we can. because I don't ascribe to that happy wife nonsense. Anyone get the secret cone heads? A ton of people did. Not me yet, though. Mine haven't shipped. Okay, so the first thing I got is this guy. Last week, I had the Transformers, Cyberverse, Battle Call, Wild Wheel. This week, I have Meteor Fire. Not getting the Bumblebee because I don't need a Bumblebee. I got this guy, not because he's perfect, though he is quite good and surprisingly large. We'll see that when we look at a review of him coming up this week. I got him explicitly because he's a new character, and I wanted to show support for a new and different character. Something other than what we always get the same of. That's why I got him, and I'm pleasantly surprised with him. Quite happy with this guy, actually. Is he perfect? No. Is he fun? Absolutely, man. Let's see. I love the schedule of like a Jackrabbit. They can't stay still. What? I have this. Oh, schedule of a Jackrabbit. I got you, man. I got you. According to guys, you guys are going too fast for me. According to Robot Chicken, Optimus has what? Prostate problems? What shows do you guys watch? What are you doing with your free time? He looks like an aerial bot. Oh, an aerial bot. Yeah, he does look like an aerial bot. Event Progenitor says, I got a question. If you could get MP combiners, if they were done like Transformers, Bumblebee, Premium, Optimus Prime from blah, 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 parts. What? I got a question. If you could get MP combiners, if they were done like Transformers, Bumblebee, Premium, Optimus Prime from 3.0 on T-Fig, but show accurate with removable parts and maybe that's too much for me to read, Event Progenitor. I don't even know what you're asking, man. Why didn't Hasbro release a deluxe Windblade? Because they've already released like 2 in the last 5 years. So why would they release yet another one? Not to mention like RID 2015. Why would they do it again in Cyberverse? They did do it in Cyberverse, actually. Never mind. But I think I know what you're asking. I think, now that I think about it, I think you're asking, why didn't they release a deluxe Windblade in Cyberverse? Is that what you're asking? I don't know. Because she's got a whole bunch already is the only thing I can figure. Is that right? Who knows? This Sunday, I'll be going to my cousin Jackson's birthday party. Well, enjoy, Robert. Let's see. I didn't pick up Meteor Fire because he gives off that victory zone color scheme. He does. You're right, Crimson. Absolutely. What? Okay. Okay. And the other one, and you know what? While Luigi said it there, the other one finally, got the big boy in. Oh, so happy to have this lad in. Here's the thing. I said, and before anybody gets up in arms and says, hey, GotBot, you said you weren't going to get him for the full price. I didn't get him for the full price. That's the whole key. I didn't get him for the full price. I got him on sale, and I had a couple of coupons to put on top of them. We're going to talk about when we do the review. Those who are patrons have already seen my first impressions. Those who are channel members have already seen my first impressions. You guys are going to see everything coming up this week. And when I say everything, I mean I'm going to compare him to the Voyager. I'm going to compare him to other season 3 cast members. I'm going to compare him with Countdown. I'm going to compare him with Predaking. We're going to see, of course, all those modes. We're going to talk about the QC, whether or not I have it or whether I don't. We're going to do the grades, and we're going to see if I was actually as impressed with this guy as everybody else seems to be. But the box is a beauty. Whew. We're going to take that. We're going to put that down there. And just like that, folks, we are done for another night. That is everything. I'm going to check in with you guys, though. Pre-ordered from Walmart. Still haven't got it. Man, I am like that with a lot of things. You're saying Lucky Duck Analog Ninja, but man, didn't you say that you picked up some stuff from although you know what, I got the same stuff. The stuff you picked up at EB Games, I got the same stuff. I guess I am a lucky duck. I guess Analog Ninja, I am a lucky duck. You know, I got the Skyfire and the G1. I love them both. Are you getting Scorpion? I'm waiting on my Scorponok to ship, Jillian. Just waiting on it to ship. Do you think NPO1 is still the king of Masterpiece Primes? I'm not a Masterpiece guy in the least, but I would say yes. And on that note, with that one, folks, I'm going to head out of here. It's been a slice as always. I hope heading into the weekend you have a blast. Don't forget that tomorrow is the top 10 of the wildest and wackiest Transformers color schemes. Some of them are pretty wacky, I'm not going to lie. In the meantime, I appreciate you coming by, giving me some of your extremely valuable time. I do very much appreciate it. I look forward to the next time that you and I get together. Besides for that, if you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. You can check us out on Patreon, see what we offer to you on Teespring. Of course, you can hit the join button, become a channel member, hit the subscribe button, stick around, have some fun with us. Don't forget, somehow, some way, each and every day, every single day, man, you do make a difference. And like I started to say earlier, I look forward to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit, either in the live streams right here at the stop motion premieres, and we're getting really close with episode 11 now, or the old-fashioned way, inside the videos.